You leave your baby with a sitter, right?
Uh-huh.
And when you get back, your babysitter swears that your baby was asleep the whole time. She says Crew was asleep the entire time. He slept like a baby, right? But on the baby monitor footage on the nanny, when y'all go back and check, you see Crew standing in the corner talking to no one for the entire visit.
What?
Like Crew is just standing in the corner, your kid, on camera, talking, looking like he's dealing with something, but you see nothing. When you ask Crew, who are you talking to in your room? He says, the babysitter.
Damn, this some freaky ass shit. I'm gonna have to smoke that babysitter. You got me fucked up.
I'm gonna tell the
I'm not gonna play the Amityville.
I'm not doing the Amityville.
I'm not doing the Conjuring shit. She's gotta go.
She's gotta go. And you know
she's gotta go.
We're gonna invite her back. How do you fire her? You have to bring her back into your house. And when she comes in, she's gonna say, I'm fired. Yo, man, what's up? It's the Mallory Bros podcast. We back again for another Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope the weekend was fun-filled, family-filled, love-filled. I'm here with my man that looked like, you look like Will Smith when he went to Men in Black and he was like borrowing a pencil. Like, remember Men in Black beginning? That used to be very nostalgic beginning of Men in Black.
You dressed like Trent when Martin.
Nigga dressed like Jay.
You dressed like Trent. You look like when Martin. If y'all ever seen these aliens, I'm probably wrong about this. I don't know why I'm getting this vibe from you, but you dressed like Trent when Martin took him fishing. Big Mama's house. I don't know why you giving me a Trent vibe, boy.
Like Trent from Big Mama's
You catching
house.
fireflies, boy. You falling in love. You never had you needed that warm love from a father figure that he was.
Warm love. He was like, oh.
Fun fact question: what was Martin's name in that film? What was his name? He paid Hattie Mae, right? But what was his name? In Martin's Big Mama's house.
His name was, damn, look, you got me wanting to say Trent, but that's the son. His name was, it wasn't,
what was it?
Malcolm. It was Malcolm.
It was Malcolm. Let me see if you're right. How do you see you right?
Malcolm? I can hit it, little Trent saying.
I can see Paul Giamatti saying that. They gave me Big Mama's House 2. Where's the regular? Malcolm, it is Malcolm. Malcolm Turner.
I love it, man. Right.
Welcome back, guys. Hey, look, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good week.
271.
271. This is another rendition of the Kentucky Folks episode. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to
Kentucky, man. Shout out to
what is it? Paducah. I got that right, y'all, because I had that wrong. But big shout out to everybody in Bowling Green, Owensboro, Hopkinsville, Elizabethtown, ETC. Anybody out there? Shout out to y'all. Episode again.
Y'all running it back, man. 271.
But we had a jam-packed weekend, I would say. You know, a lot of moving things. Big shout out to everybody that's watching this and you got a chance to watch The Which Is Better last night.
Yes, man.
The Which Is Better is back.
Yes, man.
Patreon, man. Tap in with us. Check that out. Mallory Bros Originals are back, period.
Back, man. Back, period, man. That's
this
the
era
forefront.
is special.
That's the forefront.
Yeah, this is a special era. Hell yeah, I'm excited for it, man. We got Decades going, which is our flashback series. That went up. We did 56 nights over this past week as well.
Yes, sir. Come on.
That was actually the Monday before the pod came out. So we didn't get a chance to say that last week, but we did that. Now we got this one. Just, hey, look. See what we tapping with us next Monday, tapping with us this coming Friday. We got a drop coming that's going to be something special, new as well on the Patreon, man.
Yes.
It is the perfect time. What we say? What a time it is to be Realest 9 right now. I'm telling you. It's up. But like we were saying, the weekend was jam-packed. You was away. We'll start with you.
Shout out to my 206 family, man. Shout out to everybody on the 206 side. Seattle. Was out there for the weekend to celebrate my Sonny B's birthday.
Yes.
Shout out to A-Train, man. I'm going to show you. Y'all going to see the pictures. A-Train.
She smoked it, man.
My Sonny B's grandma, her Mimi, just smoked it. I mean, like, They killed it. Shout out to them. Without them two, I'm telling you, the party would not have been what it was. But like, y'all, we had a ball pit. The ball pit had the
No tea.
You know what I'm saying? With
Me
her
and
name
Gigi was
on
talking
it.
about it. Because, we had a ball pit. And
Y'all didn't have a ball pit at Crew Joint.
Yeah, we had a ball. We had the little joint. We had the little joint over there by the shed.
It was just like ours, bro.
No, but look. We said, these motherfuckers smoked it. They smoked. Gigi said, look, they smoked our ball. She started talking like me now. They smoked our ball pit.
They smoked our ball pit.
I said, let me see. I saw the name. I said, nah.
Hey.
I'm like, the white boy from like Mike. Nah, how do you do that?
No, how they get that? One thing that was dope that we had was the photo booth. We got dope pictures. We had a pinata.
Yes.
Really feeling the other side of like, life. I remember being a kid like, oh, they got a pinata.
Uh-huh.
Like, anyway, special shout out to my Sunny B. Everybody thought her birthday was the 27th. We just celebrated on the 27th.
Yeah, man.
That was an important day for me. The 27th, 3 9s again, 999 again.
Yeah.
I told Terrell, I felt like I woke up and immediately was just seeing shit. I woke up and saw my shit early, so it was a great day for me.
That's good, man. How was the trip? How was the travel side? Outside of the day, the weight of travel is always like, sheesh. If y'all don't know, Terrence literally got off the plane and was like, let's do the pod.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, nigga, you don't want to take a nap or?
But I get home, bro.
So you stayed up while you was home?
Yeah. But think about it. I came home.
So when was the last
time? The guys come to the crib to get the shit.
Yeah.
Then it was like, okay, bet. Suitcase, I'm taking all of this shit out. I'm not about to go upstairs.
I do that too.
Lay down.
Gigi would tell you, when we come home from vacay, I do me, her, and crew suitcase all the same night.
I would do me, A-Chain. Yep.
All of us.
Damn, yeah.
Like, we're emptying these bitches and I'm putting them in the damn. I'm putting these away.
We cut from that same cloth, bro.
But bro, when the last time you was asleep?
Last time I slept was on the plane. I just only slept for like 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh, you got to sleep 4 hours of the plane ride?
It was like 3, y'all.
Bro, I can't sleep more than like 25 minutes on a plane. I swear, bro, that'd be the worst shit.
I can't sit in a window seat on the right side, only left. Because my fall asleep side is this, y'all. My fall asleep side is my left.
He looked like a.
I'm on the plane like this, like, yo, what the fuck? I'm really getting pissed off. Like, why the fuck can I not fall asleep this way? Weekend was dope for me. I had Candace and Kelly, my sisters, out there with me. We was at an Airbnb. It was dope as fuck. I don't know the last time y'all stayed at an Airbnb or went out of town or whatever, but like, y'all know how you at an Airbnb, you start feeling like the joint your home a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, go upstairs and see water running.
Oh, let me go to the fridge. Yeah.
Oh, and I was going to tell you, I'm so sick.
What?
I forgot my battery pack. Y'all know my battery pack? Left that joint plugged into the Airbnb in a wall.
No way. The one you were just talking shit about, telling everybody to buy for the high school birthday?
Yes, I got on the plane with 10% on my phone and was like, oh no, I left it in the wall plug. I said, damn, y'all know them joints they not cheap.
Nah,
You
yeah.
spending 100 spot for the one that I got at least.
Man, let me tell y'all, just to keep your shit moving forward. Me and Gigi and crew didn't get to go to the birthday party. We celebrated Sunny the week before for her birthday. We talked about it last week. We valued that because that was our time to be there. But we love to see.
And I would have had to have you there in spirit.
Yeah. I appreciate that. But we love to see from our side, all of them out there. My sisters went. It was dope. Me and Gigi went to the movies, right? No, I didn't get to see the movie that everybody is talking about, which is the Paul Thomas Anderson, One Bad After Another, Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on. The obvious one we should have went and saw, right? But our situation was tricky, y'all. We had sitters for a couple of hours, a few hours, right? Mm-hmm. We looked at the runtime for that joint, 2 hours, 50 minutes. And we was like, damn, this one of the ones that if we go see this movie, that is, like, it was just not in our cars to see that. The long walk was only an hour, 48 minutes. So we went to go and see that joint instead. We went to our old swing, bro. Drove all the way out Gaithersburg to the Sinopolis. Our first luxury theater experience we ever had. Remember I told you about the churro donut, my loaded nachos I used to always get?
Yeah.
Bruh. These motherfuckers. First of all, Sinopolis is not the best theater for, like, the visual.
Yeah.
The visual... The
visuals I've been seeing
like
of that
if your
one.
man got a dope projector and y'all all came over, but gourmet food type shit.
I don't feel like I have that bougie of a cloth in me for movies. Go ahead.
And you know what, bro? I'm not gonna lie. In there, I just felt like it should have been darker. I felt like the screen needed to be. I felt like they needed to go. Somebody needed to come do a calibration.
Yeah.
But like the food, bro. I got my loaded nachos, but they changed it. Now it's not a regular loaded nacho. Now it's a Mexican street corn style, right? Which I fuck with Mexican street corn, right? I love elote. I love that.
Yeah.
Right. But when it comes to my loaded nachos, corn and it's corn and then cheese sauce. They don't give you the chicken.
Okay, Terrell, you got loaded nachos.
Anyway, y'all, long story less long, I didn't enjoy my food. The movie, just to give y'all without spoiling it, it is a cool ass concept, bro. The whole, if you stop walking, you die. It is kind of on some Squid Games.
That's exactly what I didn't want you to say, because that's what A-Train, we was going to go see that. A-Train said, I'm getting a Squid Game vibe.
It's not like Squid Game though, y'all. And we got to the movies late as fuck. That's a whole, we never get to movies this late, but bro, our showtime was 4:30. We walked in the theater at 4:55. So we ain't even know why these motherfuckers was walking. We get there, they're already into the walk. So
see these motherfuckers, then they looking at the menus trying to order their food. They ain't paying attention to this shit.
Bruh and his girl next to us, I love it. Black folks, I love us, but sometimes I can see how we are hell. They talked the whole movie. They didn't know what the fuck was going on because they got there even later than we did. As for the movie, y'all, I did not like the end of it. I'm not going to go all the way into detail about it, but I'm going to just say you watch this whole joint and be like, okay, that's how they decide to, even though we got there late. I told Gigi, we might have missed the key ingredient in the first 20 minutes. But it was dope to spend time with the Fion, went to the movies, went to our old swing, didn't get to get my churro donut because I just got too full on the bullshit food, but we was living vicariously through them, y'all.
Man, it was definitely a dope-ass weekend, and the last thing that I will say in the weekend, some crazy shit happened this weekend. Not crazy, but like, Young Thug just dropped his brand new album, and that joint is making waves from just the intro track. We haven't yet heard it, but I don't think it was possible for everybody to ignore the end of the intro that went around of him saying the N-word hard R.
Me and Gigi listened to the intro.
And my question to you is this, Terrell. My question to y'all is this. What I feel like, I told Terrell it's one of the first nerd moves I've seen Thug make. If you would
first,
in my book, like you could. I can't defend this. I don't know why you did this. It seemed like you trying it. And if you don't know what we talking about, just go listen to the intro of the
he dropped a hard R.
People telling me, Terrence, the song fire though in the beginning, and I'm like, okay, so where our integrity lie now? Where does our integrity lie with the music?
Just for more context, y'all, this Young Thug album comes out. He's on the front of the cover. For people that haven't seen it, he's on the front of the cover in he's like in white skin, blue eyes, but it's still Thug. Like I guess it's like AI or whatever how they did it, but it's like Thug, but he's white with blue eyes. And on the album, on the first track, Terrence is referring to, Thug has this song where he drops the N-word hard R. And the stuff he's saying is like one of the lines is Black Diamond, today I'm a hard R. And it's like, I call my ops hard R.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know why.
I felt like it'd have been fire if he didn't say the hard R. If he'd have just said nigga. It'd have been fire, low-key.
Let's just talk about what he really did. Which was that bullshit.
Oh, which is the hard R.
Yes.
So look,
because why did your man do that?
We know why he did it. The question that I want to ask y'all and bring to y'all attention is, do you see what artists will do? It seems like we've seen Kanye just do this. Where now you want not attention, but like, it's almost like, I don't even know what to call it, y'all. Like, Young Thug is just like Kanye West, where at the height of your artsmanship, or I don't know the words, y'all. At the height of your artistry,
yeah,
you were living free and pushing the boundaries while doing so.
Yes.
It seems like now these artists have trouble. It seems like now these artists have trouble pushing the boundaries because you're doing some dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, You can only push the boundaries for so long before you do something that people are like, nah, and we see what you doing.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. I don't know why he decided to do this, but I also know he's in a challenge space creatively, trying to create from a space of anger, and sometimes you can make good music with it, or sometimes you can channel whatever you feeling or like whatever your experiences and make good music. Thug ain't doing that right now though. Whatever he's going through right now isn't turning into good music. I feel like he needs to, but you know what, T? He probably felt the pressure of coming home and having a first day out or, a welcome back, situation. And he haven't really had that welcome party musically. You know what I'm saying? You had like a couple verses drop and then you drop. This album is kind of like your first, you back. And it's getting mixed reviews. We haven't heard it yet, so I won't give too much to like what people saying. I think it's gonna be some good stuff on there. Right? Because Young Thug, we're not gonna act like all Young Thug albums are just like universally praised to the heavens. They're normally kind of mixed. So you do kind of gotta listen for yourself. But what I've heard so far, bro, it just don't seem like he's in the best space creatively.
All I'm gonna say is, y'all, shit like that, we shouldn't think that it's just like not to take it there, but this isn't cool, y'all. I don't think this is something that we can just laugh off and say, oh, this is crazy. Somebody was like, this shit needs to be taken down.
I do agree.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Okay, I see what you did, but y'all need to delete this shit.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to be on your discography, bro.
And then you can't. Thug is just, you haven't. This is just a bad look. This is a classic Young Thug move for me though. Young Thug always does something like this that people go, why the hell would he do that? And then people chalk it up to artistry or it will be Thug. I mean, Thug started the wave of the weird.
Yeah.
I'm not to use weird. I'm not gonna say weird, but he started the wave of rappers being a little bit more expressive in different ways. This motherfucker. The reason Cardi walking around with the glass lollipop started with your guy. It's keeping it pushing, but keeping it rap real quick. It said rap fans. I don't know what you think about this, but rap fans are concerned after realizing that only 6 hip hop acts are set to perform at Coachella 2026. I'm not about to go through this joint and find all of them. One of them is Central C. One of them is Sexy Red. I think the Clips is performing, but we used to have rappers galore at Coachella. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It used to be hip hop. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of the pop acts, but it was a lot of different levels of hip hop acts at Coachella. But it says that's down 70% from 2022, marking a new all-time low in the festival's 26-year history. That we don't have that many hip hop acts at Coachella. And I was gonna ask you, do you think that's reminiscent of people, I would say, consuming music differently, right? Or what do you think about that? Because I see that as it's definitely an opportunity. I'm not trying to make this a big, what's happening in the hip hop podcast topic. But I did see that and go, damn, y'all. I feel that though. And it has nothing to do with the big three. It has nothing to do with the fact that, we don't have new rappers. It does just feel like it ain't really as jumping as it once was.
I've always told y'all that when Kendrick and Drake went back and forth, it was like when Thanos went like that. And then it's okay, we got Night. Oh, what was the brother's name? We got brother's name? Okay, we got fucking Hulk still. We got Cap.
Yeah. And then the artists that you would think would be there are not. Oh, I'm sorry. Young Thug is one of the artists that's gonna be there as well. But some of the people that you would think based on their year would be there, they're just not.
No Gunna at Coachella?
I no Gunna that I see. I don't see JID. I would have loved to see Freddie and Alchemist. Maybe, fuck it. They had a dope year. Why not have them go to to Coachella? But so I guess there's some opportunity for them to pick better. But I do think it just kind of shows an opportunity, not necessarily for hip hop, but we don't have that festival run right now. Travis Quad, everybody that you would think will pop out. Even Tyler said he might sit down for a little bit.
And I guess they're not gonna do nothing with the Jack Boys because even somebody like Travis popped this year. You know what I'm saying? Not pop, but you've been outside enough to headline.
Yeah, to do something with it.
If you ask me, I definitely think hip hop is in a reinventing space right now where really we trying to figure out exactly what the fuck is going on for real. And I don't think the fact that our numbers are low for Coachella this year means that hip hop is in a bad place. I think it just means that hip hop is in a changing place. Yeah. I've always said, like, the niggas that rap or anybody who wants to rap, like, or even make movies, why do I feel like we in an era now where they really not smoking and shit? You can start your joint in, like, low-key, you can make some dope shit. Like, you'll go to the movies and be like, oh, wow, I got all the bottoms. You'll go to the movies and be like, damn, like, that was cool. I swear, I went to film school, y'all. Sometimes I go to the movies and be like, oh, okay, they put a bunch of money behind this? Yeah. Like, all right, y'all got 2 stars in this. Okay, like, that make me feel like, not that I can be Spielberg, but like, if you really want to go and get some shit, I don't think that rappers or filmmakers or none of these artists out there are unreachable at this point.
I agree.
Bruh, you used to have to be competing with fucking Quincy Jones, fucking Michael Jackson. Like, low key.
Yeah.
Like, not to stretch it that far, y'all. Maybe that's a reach. But low key, I feel like you're not far away from even your fave in 2025.
100%, bro.
Because like you said, the game is at a point where we at a low. We at a point where,
and you never know what could take off. That is actually a good message for, like, artists,
bro. Yes,
to see that it's not like the same acts or the same whatever that way. But it's also alarming because also, no hits on Billboard. Our records are, the high ain't really is no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but
my
why
question
is
to you
that?
is this? This is a good push forward question. Do you think you're going to be listening to hip hop forever?
Oh, of course. I feel like it's nothing else that I really like to listen to for real outside of.
Okay, well, let me rephrase. Do you think you'll be listening to new hip hop forever? Because we know you're going to listen to your shit. But, like, think about Dad. That nigga used to listen to his old ass hip hop that was coming out, but the nigga don't listen now. Think about most older niggas don't even listen to hip hop. So, like, my question to you is that going to be us, or you going to move away from, do you think that you will move away from what you see coming?
I feel like naturally I probably won't listen to a lot of the young stuff, but then again, I'm not going to put that restriction on myself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to always try to tap in some capacity to the new stuff, bro. Or at least have an appreciation for it. I think the older men that are coolest are the older men that tried to stay, not necessarily like keep their youth or were like afraid to get too old, but they kept an open mind for new shit from young people. I think that's the best way to be, bro. Because low key, whether you like it or not, the children are going to be the future. They're going to one day be the functioning adults, and you're going to be an old motherfucker that need their help.
And the only reason why I'm asking you this is not because I'm trying to shit on the youth or anything like that. I'm more so just pointing out the fact, y'all, that, hey, y'all see what they saying about the hip-hop numbers being low. That makes me think, damn, I wonder if there are certain acts on there that would have been considered hip-hop in a different world, but now they're finally being considered.
Yeah. I mean, Coachella, you could have got Cardi. You know? Why not get Cardi?
Nah, okay.
He's going to give Cardi Saturday. He's going to bring him out.
Now, look, we're going to move this right into our next topic because I guess this kind of goes hand in hand in a way. But we got a brand new Super Bowl performer announced.
Yes, we do.
Terrell's guy. I know y'all excited about that,
man. Bro. Bad Bunny. I'm excited.
Now, only reason why I say that kind of goes hand in hand with the last topic that we talked about is, like, Bad Bunny, one of the biggest artists in the world. Like, literally in the world. Right?
Yeah.
And that's not hip-hop. This is a huge artist getting ready to touch this stage. Has nothing to do with hip-hop. And I think, like I was telling you, the signs of hip-hop not being the biggest.
Yes. But I feel like we was due. And it speaks more to what would you have chosen this year. Because you can't do a throwback again because you just did Dr. Dre year before.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So you don't necessarily want to do like you want to try and go for somebody current. But Kendrick Splash, right? Well, I don't want to say Kendrick Splash, pause. But Kendrick's run last year, you had rap. We kind of were due for something else. No, I thought it was going to be Sabrina Carpenter or one of the pop girlies or something like that. But
and look, I definitely think we was due for something other than hip hop. But I also think
it does speak to the fact that it wasn't
even for something. I think it's like hip hop. Y'all ain't up right now. You know what I mean?
We had nothing to put up.
Because who
that was Super Bowl level from this year? Yeah. Not from this year.
Who would you put on
Tyler? even though I didn't like Tyler's last project, I think Tyler could do a Super Bowl.
Tyler Creator could do a Super Bowl.
And I think what he brings with like the Camp Flog Gnaw experience or whatever, he could do a dope Super Bowl. I feel like you don't have to be so whatever to do a dope Super Bowl. I feel like a lot of people that's been out for a little while that would do a dope Super Bowl that don't have a lot, but you got to have the catalog for it. But going back to Bad Bunny, I think it's dope. You know, some people were talking about how Bad Bunny isn't touring in the U.S., right? And you'll see viral tweets that say stuff like, oh, he didn't want to tour here, but he's going to do the fucking Super Bowl. Right? You didn't
saw that.
And just for clarity, Bad Bunny didn't tour here because think about all of the people that would come to a Bad Bunny concert. They're going to be Spanish speakers, which is going to be a damn ICE target fucking... It's like putting a bunch of... He knew his concerts were going to be like targets for like ICE. So he decided not to come here for that. You're not going to have people... You're not going to have ICE at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have people trying to... But... I like the decision of him not to come here because of that. And I think I didn't mind him having I didn't think about that doing this. I did think about that when he did the Super Bowl. Yeah. But then I was like, oh, bet. Now it makes sense. But you'll see people saying that, trying to make it seem like he whatever. But I'm excited to see what he's going to do. You know, Trump talked shit about Puerto Rico. He pissed him off. Kendrick was expressive last year. So like, will they give Bunny that same open door grace to do what he want? I'm interested to see what he's going to see. I wasn't let down by it.
I'm definitely interested to see how this one's about to be. And I'm excited to get something other than, I'm not going to say other than hip hop, but I'm excited to get something other than what I expect. Like,
I was going to ask how you felt as somebody that don't necessarily listen to Bunny.
And that's my thing. Like, one thing I do respect is, like, I know some of the tracks because the nigga's popular as fuck, but, hey, I'm not so much needing to be entertained so much for the Super Bowl, and I'm starting to come to grips, y'all, that like there are other genres that are just absolutely huge. Yeah, and it's like, you know,
your girl dropped. You ain't saying nothing about her because I guess she's doing her pop thing, Doja.
I was gonna ask you about the Doja Cat drop because one, I didn't hear it, but I was like,
they said she in her pop bag. I have not heard an ounce.
I heard it was pop.
I heard it was she back on that side for this.
Which I'm not really, you know, my thing is Doja Cat one of them artists where y'all ain't give her the respect as an MC, so let's not do that. Y'all never gave Doja Cat this, when y'all name the top rappers, if y'all were to really name Doja Cat, you would have to put her in the top 3 if you want to do that. But y'all not gonna do that. Y'all just gonna say she pop, which saves a lot of y'all faves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's me keeping it a hundo.
Because if we talking about like talent,
if Doja Cat wanted to go and do what Doechii did, she would do it and do it 8 times better than Doechii.
But Doechii was inspired by Doja, so it's like,
but that's what I mean.
That's like saying if that's one of her inspirations.
I shouldn't say that. Look at me being all petty.
And you being messy, yes. You can say what you're saying without having
to say that. I think Doja Cat could put out a dope hip hop album. I can say that without disrespect.
And had done it. Scarlet was all hip hop, right? Because I'm not a big Doja guy. I didn't listen to
look, Scar. I mean, yes, but then also, you know how it is. Remember, we talk about hip hop is either changing or literally just like morphing away on some. Oh shit, he snapped his finger.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, I promise I'm not fried. I promise.
What did Black Panther say? What's the name? Lupita's name in the joint.
Naturi?
No, what's the ball joint name? Come with me. Oh. He started going away.
You talking about Okoye?
Okoye, we are right this way.
Oh. Thanos took these motherfuckers with the snap.
When Spider-Man was like,
Mr. Stark,
I don't feel so good. Boom.
Come on, man. I still. You
know what's funny?
I still tear up on that part, dog. I don't know why.
People look at that as a kid. People look at it like
he was a kid. Terrence died. He was a kid. We looked at him the same way Tony looked at him. Like, yo,
y'all would have never.
Anybody could go except the kid. You know?
Yeah, but I was thinking this. It was so perfect for his role because, like, imagine the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in that role, or even the Andrew Garfield one. It wasn't a fit.
Look, T, I got a random. This is random as hell, and I don't even know if you're gonna want to do it, but it's random. But I'm gonna tell you because I haven't saved it. Be honest. If you was Craig, who would you pick? Now, Terrence, I'm gonna tell you this. There's only 4 options. Debbie from down the street, Miss Parker, Donna, and Carla, right? All the Fridays, of course, Miss Parker and Debbie in the first
Y'all
movie.
gonna be mad at me.
Hold on, T. You gotta think about all of their situation. Debbie got that crackhead ass sister that might steal your money, but she's fine and she chill, but she will bark at the Debo nigga and make you have to fight that nigga.
Her sister gonna go to rehab and we ain't gonna have to deal with that, so we good.
She still gonna bark at the niggas and you gonna be having to fight for her ass. Miss Parker got a crazy ass husband.
So why?
I think we can know it. I might want to fuck with it. But hey, some niggas want to take Miss Parker. But Donna,
fire.
Donna was fine, but look, T.
Donna was fine. She just had a pimp.
But still a hoe.
She needed money. She just needed money. She was low-key cool as fuck. Like how most niggas see.
But if Mike is a real pimp, what are you really getting this money? How are you really getting this money?
She gonna say, okay, you gonna judge me like that? I work at that store. You're really gonna judge me like that? That's the one, Terrell. That's the good girl.
Hold on, wait, Carla got the crazy ass brothers.
Carla
whatever.
got crazy brothers, man. But low key, okay, but I'm gonna give y'all this. Based off of just looks,
it's gonna be tough to beat.
It's gonna be between Donna.
Damn, that's
it's
tough.
It's gonna be between Debbie.
Looks at this nigga not saying Miss Parker. Miss Parker number 1 for looks.
Terrell, what? Let me see this.
Miss Parker was fine, bro. It's a reason. Miss Parker was fine, bro.
Y'all need to go rewind that
Parker
clip,
fine in the motherfucker.
These niggas are truly unks.
But look, Nia Long is 1A, 1B.
Terrell, let me give you my list. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna send you this. Do you remember when Craig was having that?
So.
Do you remember when Craig was having that hallucination in Uncle Elroy house and Carla was on the table? Come on, bro. She might climb the list off that scene alone.
She might climb the list.
She might climb the list off that scene alone.
What did she say to him?
I don't even know. Something.
She said, "Oh yes, I'm looking at you right now." I love that movie. First off, let's keep it a hundo. Who had the most sex appeal in the movie in the joints? And even though this is a nut ass convo.
If you've seen all the Fridays,
we talking about basically who is the bad. If you were Craig, who would you pick?
Because Terrence, you gotta think about it. It's not just looks. It's also she got crazy ass brother. She's got a pimp. She got a crazy ass husband, and she got a crackhead for a sister. Debbie low key the safest to go with. We can have her chill on barking at Debo size niggas. So I ain't gotta fight niggas, but. Donna was low-key the sleeper, but I don't even think Craig took Donna serious, y'all. Craig didn't take Donna serious. He just wanted to smash. He just wanted her to come to the party so he could smash. And low-key, she wasn't even the baddest of Pinky rolled through and White Mike's whole slate clean. What are you talking about?
Nah, no bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit.
Straight work.
Hold on, wait.
Pinky came through with straight work. This is I calls her luscious.
First, I'm about to say Pinky had work. But none of his shit was better than Craig's shit. None of it. Let me show y'all who Craig low key out of all of it should have gotten with y'all. That's the one Craig should have got with right there.
Please,
Baby D, think about it. Your cousin Craig, hook us up.
Terrence, no,
she might not have been the looker, but look at Lady Rage.
Terrence, you just
look at this, y'all. That is not like. A bum right there. That's low key.
Lady Rage is a pretty girl.
She just thick. She'll probably cook.
You gotta be the type.
She'll cook the
You gotta be the type.
Food.
You had to be the
this
type
nigga
man.
This nigga Day was one of them skinny scared niggas.
You might be getting disrespectful. I don't even know if Lady Rage is into. I don't know what she's into.
Terrell, she was into Craig in the movie. So.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, look at that. She was low key a wave in that joint, y'all.
She was that ghetto. She was that hood rich joint. She was that ghetto fine.
Terrell will tell you, and A-Train knows this, unfortunately, so I hear about it. I had a little phase when I fucked with more of a hood joint. I fucked with
so you used to have a crush on Baby D?
No, Terrell. You remember I used to talk to this girl named Shaniqua.
Oh yeah. Terrence have talked to some real
joints before.
Yeah.
I know y'all have seen it. Tank is fighting Jake Paul on Netflix, I believe. End of the year, another big card, another big event, but people feel like boxing is ruined from that. You know what I mean?
I saw the little face-off.
Because, Tank gonna get his money for this, but people are like, yo, this not necessarily good for the sport of boxing because this is bringing that exhibition side of boxing into like more so into the forefront than actual boxing. Bud Crawford and Canelo put on a hell of a show.
They did.
I feel like boxing is still here.
I love the accessibility of it with Netflix. I'm sorry. I love the fact that I ain't had to go on Stream East or RIP. I'm glad I didn't have to go and find it. And I like the accessibility. I'm not gonna lie. They got me with.
I like the accessibility of these
because
events.
I already got Netflix. Cool, easy.
Yeah.
I'm already paying these motherfuckers. Sign a deal with them, and then we could get it popped.
I think when you look at somebody like Tank, who is literally one of the faces of boxing currently, and when I say one of the faces of boxing, I'm not giving bruh that. I'm just saying when we think about boxing and who we want to see fight, you do want to see Tank next fight. Everybody wants to see Tank next fight.
Yeah.
And we want to see Tank fight somebody that is his match. We want to see you put your O to the test, Tank. We don't want to see you make money. And I feel like that is where a lot of us have gotten mixed up. I feel like even you'll see people, not Kate, but you'll see people say stuff like, he getting his money.
One thing I will say is this. You have never seen the parody of something or the fun, the bullshit version of something be as lucrative as the professional version of something like this, I feel like.
Until this.
Like, you don't have a league out there that's making NFL money or that can get you NFL paid or any professional sports level. Like, you always feel the difference. You can, even with like stuff like the XFL, which is a professional sports league, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Low key, a lot of millions of dollars behind it. It still don't feel like the NFL. But with boxing, entertainment kind of took over the sport, the sport of it.
Yeah.
The entertainment of the sport became more important than the sport itself because at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck about the game pass. I got your ticket. You know what I'm saying? Once I get my ticket for the fight.
And the bad thing about it is the success side, y'all. You can't tell Tank that this was a bad move. You can't tell Tank he won't be successful with this. Because guess what? Even the people who have an issue with Tank doing this are going to watch this fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's the bad thing. Because we live in an era now, Terrell, where we don't have it to say, man, I'm not going to tune into that bullshit because it's all of this out here. Nah, we going to watch that. And then guess who's going to watch? The Jake Paul side. They going to watch. I told you, Jake Paul want to knock his ass out.
Yeah.
Like, Tank, one, better be careful. Two, the last thing I'll say, I do think Tank doing this is bad for boxing because if everybody did this, then nobody would be fighting like the way that boxers have always fought, which is, oh, he the best? Prove it. Like, well, look at what Bud Crawford just did. Like, okay, bet I'm gonna fight Errol Spence. Okay, bet I'm gonna go and fight Canelo. Like, even after beating Errol Spence, you got Canelo sitting there saying, I mean, name one fighter that you've beat. And he like, okay, I'm gonna beat you. That's why we can, that's boxing that we respect. And then look, giving Canelo his belts back after the fight.
Respect, yeah.
Not to be long-winded on that, just
No,
gonna
but
say.
T, I will also say, I feel like they don't value the boxing fan as much as they value the casual fan. The fan that just wants to see a knockout or just wants to throw a fight party or fuck it, ooh, it's somebody
Think about
fighting
how
tonight.
fucked up that is, though.
It is, it's fucked up, but we're feeling that. It feels like they've invested more in like the entertainment of boxing than the fans who love the sport. I text Terrence the other day, right? Because I was watching Lamont Roach highlight. Shout out to him.
Shout out to bro, PG.
PG, right? But I said he could beat what you think about him versus Crawford, right? Because I know Crawford is the guy right now, but I'm like, I wonder what that would look like. Terrence starts telling me all of the boxing shit, whatever, and I'm like, so you think, because I done seen Roach take Tank, boom, 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 make Tank look different than we ever seen, right?
Tight.
I was thinking, you don't think he could do that to Crawford? I'm not a boxing guy.
Sure, no.
I'm just a fan of the nigga from PG County. But I would think Tank being everybody's favorite guy, right?
Yeah.
Why did we never get Tank versus Terrence Crawford? Why did that? As a nigga who don't watch, and y'all, Terrence is also relatively casual.
I am, because niggas
But
will
why
ask
would you say that didn't happen?
Niggas will
the entertainment of that seems big, but
yeah. People think that somebody like Terrence Crawford should have fought a older Floyd. Terrence Crawford got 40 plus fights. It would have been dope to see Floyd fight people in his older age. Floyd Mayweather is the reason why boxing is like this, y'all. Floyd protected that O with everything in him. He was very strategic in the fight and who he fought. And you can't deny that when you look at him. Like, Floyd would have had more losses if he would have challenged. Look at what Canelo just did. That is the best. The best L to take is to another great fighter. We don't look at nobody's looking at Canelo like, fuck you, you're not a good fighter.
Nah, yeah.
We all respect him going toe-to-toe with Bud. Even like real boxing fans respect Errol Spence going toe-to-toe with Bud Crawford and doing what he did even before. So
I think even
it's like you said, if you respect the sport, then you look at it a certain way. But if you're a casual fan,
and then you not only have to compete with the entertainment, right, industry trying to infiltrate the sport and rig shit, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, seeing two boxers on stage with Netflix symbols all around them just makes me feel like production. It makes me feel like, oh,
well, let me ask you this.
We all know what's gonna happen.
You a wrestling fan.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember when the wrestling fans was all pissed off about The Rock and felt like the show was supposed to do one thing, but now you're doing this thing with The Rock?
Yes,
and they kind of
yes,
felt
100%.
like, I know y'all want to help Rock or y'all trying to do this shit with Rock, but y'all better not fuck up this.
Yeah, you start seeing people talk like that. Yeah, trust me, I
swear boxing is starting to be like that, where the entertainment side is starting to come a little bit more forward than the actual sport.
Look, you not only have to compete with that, right? You got to compete with all of that, and you got a whole other fighting situation with, like, think about it. Think about like how big like MMA is and how niggas tune in for a Strickland fight or what's my man? I don't even watch. Yeah. People tune into they fights like boxing matches. So now it's like, even with combat sports, you're not the big shot for real like that.
Boxing is a big draw, always a better event. UFC is getting bigger, and like you said, if boxing's cloth is changing, if the respect of the sport is starting to leave, that is cancer. That's bad.
That is bad. When you
I want to ask you something moving forward,
for sure.
So we're going to get over boxing. But look, bro, we stand on the same thing. Your boy B-Magic, if you don't know who B-Magic is, used to be Terrell's favorite battle rapper. His favorite.
One of the greatest punchers of all time, St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis niggas.
Yes, sir.
B-Magic, yeah. What about him?
I do not watch battle rap as much as Terrell, but Terrell been tapped in. He done watched Hollow versus, he watched Calico versus Nitty. He done seen Mook versus...
Takeover card, I've seen.
I watched Mook versus Hitman. Terrell?
You did?
Yes.
Okay, we can talk about it.
I watched Mook versus Hitman in Seattle,
and
bro.
Hitman thought that paperwork shit was the bees. Hitman thought his third round with that paperwork was it. You could tell, but it didn't really land to me, bro.
I didn't see Hitman's third round. I only seen both them niggas second round.
Damn,
no, wait, I saw this nigga Mook say one of the most craziest things I've ever heard the nigga say.
Was it the
Sure, wait, we're gonna talk about that after.
Okay.
We're gonna say the B-Magic shit. He talked about how battle rap got away from the bars and rap skill ability, and now it's all about the show you can put on. He said, y'all niggas turned this shit from bars and whatever to like who can put on the biggest.
Yes.
Like, it's almost like he's saying niggas are like also. I gotta go to it.
I 100% understand it. I think rap has become the same thing too, T. Back in the day, like Rap City the Basement or like different shit that people used to let me say this. The ciphers. Think about hip hop content back in the day versus now. A lot of it is more, like you said, it's a lot more of a show than it is about you being witty with words. The same thing in battle rap, bro, where I would say Twerk is one of the greatest of all time, bro. I don't know if you know that. New Jersey Twerk is one of the greatest battle rappers ever. He's a top 5 to me all time. What he did to performance, what him and Nitty did to the game, low key, everybody sound like them in some capacity.
That's true.
I grabbed the nose running. I'm coming down with something like that.
And you know what's crazy? I watched battle rap before Nitty's run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Twerk brought the. He need get him an antibiotic, amoxicillin. Like he brought the.
Yes, niggas all rap like that.
I shook his pride.
Yeah.
Think about it. Okay, my bad.
Let me say what B-Magic actually said. He says, it's time to bring back It's really time to bring back life into the bars. Niggas made battle rap boring. Nobody rap no more. Niggas be spoken word. That's not battle rap. What happened to the attributes, cadence, flow, wordplay? Niggas round be 4.5 minutes with 2 minutes of air. Fooling the shit out of y'all. These niggas be straight talking with rhymes. And y'all be, oh, how do you win a battle without rapping? Nigga forgot what battle rap is. Made some new shit and ran with it.
Ness, B Magic, Bill Collector, I think at one point
We talking about with flows.
Some niggas that rapped, they wrote their rounds with a beat. And you could tell. Think about B Magic round versus Conceited. Like, you could just kind of tell that you could tell
that to keep the beat fresh. I got something aluminum for you?
Yes. That you can tell that first of all, he's amazing, but you can tell that he's
what he say, keep on
rapping.
moving and you and the unit of yours. That shit was fire, that whole scheme.
Yeah.
That nigga definitely did used to.
Now, T, I will say this though. Hold on, wait, back to what he's saying. Because some people might look at it, and we're gonna get off of this because I want to stay on battle rap. But
I hate when he thinks do that.
Well, I'm sorry.
That one dude. I think it's real.
But some people will look at Magic's take and think he's more so speaking from a old head, get off my lawn space because the game kind of evolved to that, and Magic wasn't able to evolve that way. Magic has always and it still is one of the best punchers, but like outside of the punching, audiences started appreciating more of the performance side of it. It's not just that the rappers changed shit. The audiences started responding different. Rappers like Hitman Holla, like, where I could win this battle by not being the most lyrical, but I could just
outperform you. And
Hitman
Hitman was doing that when the performance was the out and the scheme and the attributes and bars was in.
Hell yeah.
Performance always been a thing though. You just had certain people that performed.
Yeah, you had certain people like Hitman who you knew he ain't about to bar you to death, but
you know what, Terrell? We didn't have many me's. And I feel like in battle rap now, we got a lot of, like you said, mini nitties, mini twerks, mini like where they are adopting that new cadence. And when you see the older heads do it, it's more like
yes.
It's not bad when Jay-Z get on that joint and spit like the youngins, because we seen when he did before. But that also speaks to where the game is.
Yeah.
That nigga Jay-Z talking about auto-tune dead. No, it ain't, nigga.
And you know what, CT? We can't even use this old niggas in it. He's another person that, like, I don't know if he gonna rap again, but like, you so detached now from the youth that's like, what would you make?
Oh, B Magic.
No. Jay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But not trying to
Stranger Things creators, the Duffer Brothers, came out and made a statement that I feel like is one of the most outlandish statements ever made by a professional film/TV show runner, filmmaker, whatever, director, anything. I've never heard anybody say this.
Are they still, real quick, are they still behind the show? Like, they still doing it?
Yeah. The thing that what they said was about the show. They said they want to continue to make shows with long gaps like Stranger Things because they like the gaps, basically. This dude, one of the Duffer Brothers said, I like the gaps in between. He said he likes the long gaps in between shows. He said, verbatim, if a show comes back every year, that diminishes return.
Say it again.
He said, if a show comes back every year, that diminishes return. So everybody who's watching this right now, you see how you confused? Like, what do you mean? How many times have you watched the show, Terrell, and then when it came back the very next year, you said, you know what? This shit came back too soon. I'm not tuning into this bullshit. Nobody
Never.
in the history of loving TV shows has ever done that. Do you know what diminishes returns? What, Terrell?
I pulled the gaps up just so you can see them.
Oh, okay, bet. Do you know what diminishes return? Gaps. A big ass gap in between season 1 and season 2 would diminish a return.
Yeah, because
it's not us wanting to see it the very next season.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Okay, so all the shows that we grew up watching, Terrell, do you think you would love those shows as much as you do if they made you wait 2-3 years in between?
No, because it's just a certain level of continuity that you're not going to be able to avoid, because you not only have to think about telling the same story and picking up where you left off years later, that's tough. It's also hard because motherfuckers are aging. People are getting older. Your actors are changing. You got to try and make them look younger, especially you dealing with kids. These motherfuckers, you can't even take months with kids. They look different. But listen to these gaps, bro. The first season to the second season, right, of Stranger Things was a 15-month gap, right? July 15th is when season 1 premiered, season 2 premiered, October 27th in 2017. That's 15 months. From season 2 to 3, it was 20 months. We didn't get season 3 until 2019. Season 4 was 3 years. From 2019 to 2022 that we got season 4. And it's now been another 3 years. And next...
It's been 3 years since that guitar scene.
Yes. 2022 was the last time we watched Stranger Things. And we just, this Christmas we get the wrap up of it, but it's been 3 years. It was already too long the last time they came back.
I want y'all to think about this. The reason why I say that it's the most outlandish shit that I've ever heard a filmmaker say is because it speaks directly against what we want as consumers.
I just wanted to add that the 3-year gap, they say, is because of COVID.
Well, look,
but what's the explanation for this?
Okay, so this is what me and Candace talked about. This is the reason why I say it's one of the most outlandish things I've ever heard a filmmaker say. You literally just put yourself on the other side of what your audience wants because you like the build-up. Oh, hold up. So when we didn't get Stranger Things for 2 years, and we thought it was because of the actor strike, we thought it was because of production issues, actors doing different things. No, it wasn't that. When we thought it was because of COVID and sick people.
No, you're right, yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. You just revealed low-key, if you ask me, y'all, the motive of not only Hollywood, but even some of our favorite musicians. These gaps don't do anything but maintain your relevancy until we know you're done. Because think about it. If your show does air 4 seasons and it comes on every year, you're going to make the same amount of money, maybe more, if you spread them bitches out.
Yeah.
No
as long
matter
as
the
I'm
quality
always on
of
the way.
season. Can we say we haven't done a Which Is Better in a long time? Yeah. But we were busy doing the other shit. Y'all are literally going 3 years, Duffer Brothers. Not giving us this and this, but then this and this, but then
that's
this.
true.
Y'all are going 3 years working on Stranger Things, but are you? Because you saying you like the build-up. You mean the build-up that all of your fans complain about? You saying you like? Okay.
Yeah. What made it so tough to get seasons done? Something in the industry changed, T. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's an operational type thing, but something changed in the industry where they can't shoot because it's not just Stranger Things. It is customary now for you to get 1 season of that show and not get it in the summer. You're going to have to wait a whole nother year, maybe 2 years.
This is why I said this could be something that we're seeing that's becoming customary with the industry itself. You know, Stranger Things is a successful show. People will follow suit. Like, people see your shoe print in the sand and they follow. They ain't stepped back right here. They waited until they got back up here. And other shows will do that. And guess what? Our show is going to get in more trouble for coming later or ending.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Season 1 was so damn good in 2025. New season in 2027. Because our first season was so good, we can literally not put in 2 years of work. Just simply wait 2 years.
Terrence, no, they still got to shoot over the next 2 years.
No, they're still going to shoot. But like, what a TV show that we grew up, look. So you mean to tell me imagine what...
Nah, you're right.
Vincent Gilligan, the creator of Sons of Anarchy, the creators of The Wire, David Simon. Imagine if they were given 2 years to do what they were doing in the middle. You know what I mean?
And they was not going, y'all, a year and giving us 10 fucking episodes.
I'm about to say, you about to give us 6 episodes
season
to
3
end
of
the
Sons
show.
is like 26. You be like, damn, I'm still in season 3. Like, hour-long, the early AMC, early FX days, we won't get those days back, man. But you know what, T? Shows like Paradise, Paradise, Hulu, Sterling K, they just finished season 2. They're trying to come back quick. You got shows trying to buck that trend because it is a thing now.
Let's say this isn't so bad because there's so much stuff coming out that maybe a 2-year wait for something doesn't hurt you so bad because it allows you to get into something else. I ain't sitting here saying that everybody should be upset about this, but one thing I am upset about is the facade that we all fell for, thinking that filmmaking was the reason and issues was the reason when it could have just been make them wait.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that every single season of Stranger Things had the success of the very first. They've had hills. You know, some seasons are better than the others. And they've had obstacles where some people got older.
They knocked it out the park that last run.
I think the last run they knocked it out the park, and it's like I hate that them knocking out the park and them waiting 2 years and saying I like the build up. I hate that, yo.
Yeah.
Like I hate the idea of shows gravitating to, you know, the strategy of drop a dope season, wait 3 years. Look at Euphoria. Let Euphoria be the best example that this shit does not end well when you're not putting together good seasons. Euphoria thought they could wait all of that time, and then that second season was trash. And guess what? Show over.
And
show over.
And the longer you wait, the longer people will take other projects. And guess what? Now, you don't have the mom no more. We don't got Storm Reed or the mom no more. So where the fuck is Rue's family for this season? Is she in fucking vacay? That stuff impacts the script. That stuff producers look at you and go, what? Y'all, if y'all have not seen The Studio, they just swept the Emmys. Such a good take on like very real things, is exaggerated, but real situations in the industry where like you a producer and you got to go talk to this actor to try and keep them on this movie because if they leave, you're going to lose. You could lose. We put $100 million on this, bro. We have to get Buscemi, and they will go to Buscemi. I don't give a fuck. You know?
Hey.
It's a great show, man. It's a great show.
And that's why I said, look, use Euphoria as an example of where if you put out a good season, it's cool, but making us wait too long, that next season better be it. Don't think that Stranger Things is the blueprint. Never forget, they started by doing what you used to do. You wait a year and some change, you put it out. Because you see they started stretching a little bit. But like,
wait a year and change.
They built their foundation and then added the gaps. So we hooked.
Yeah.
I just hate that strategy. That's something I want to say.
Yeah.
Even though they said that, I completely disagree. I think if y'all really bout it, do your show every year, and then when this joint don't work, you on to another one. But
yeah. Oh, look, this is random. Instagram has reached 3 billion monthly active users. That is news. 3 billion monthly active users on Instagram. I'm going to say you are literally the only difference between just advice. Take it if you want it or not. But when you hear that, you should get out of that mindset of, oh, it's just IG or y'all be doing anything for IG or y'all, okay, yeah, you dedicate your life to Instagram because there's multi-million-dollar businesses running on Instagram. Sometimes the difference between you being as successful as this next motherfucker is their ability to just hit upload and push past that awkwardness or I don't like the way this look or maybe I'll start whatever and then just hit go. So take that, do what you will with it. 3 billion active users on IG. When you see these reels and stuff going viral, think about that. Like we no longer are investing the same money that we used to in commercials. Now companies are investing more in social media marketing. If you have a business, if you're a content creator, you could be do nails, you could be a lash tag, you could be trying to do people's taxes, you could try to cut people's grass. Something to think about.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I'll second that. So many people on the internet, even myself, wanting to tap in and like record myself more. Like just trying to do a little bit more. Like I'm gonna post later today. It's not a real thing, but like I did a TikTok with Sonny. And I'm like, I'm gonna post this joint. Not on TikTok, but like,
bro, you should post it on TikTok.
Well, I don't really have a TikTok, just me yet. So you're right.
Oh yeah.
But
you need to make
just
that and
you
start
know, my
posting.
Mind open it up more to like, yo, let me put my shit out there.
I'm gonna tell you this on the pod. As much as you talk about the WNBA, sports betting, Washington Commanders, you have a daughter, you got a family, you and Anna both influencers, and you have our whole life. You should definitely start your own.
I should have my own
TikTok and be posting on that joint, bro, and be giving your takes. You be giving takes on. Terrence, you'll tweet some stuff that I'm like, if Terrence literally did the TikTok style version of this, he would have way more
people
engagement, and people would be talking to him a lot more about it. Anyway,
man, speaking of engagement, let's move on towards this. I want to ask you this. So Kaiser Nat has been doing his Mafia-thon 3. right? Everybody knows the success of Mafiathon 2 was light years.
Yes.
He just actually crossed 1 million subs on his Mafiathon 3 yesterday. So shout out to bro. One thing that I did want to ask you, this is outside of Casanet's success, one thing I personally noticed is that what Casanet did with Mafiathon 3 is the new age, new Oprah tactic that I feel like has invaded streaming. And I was going to tell you that I feel like the new Oprah aspect of streaming has created a ceiling.
Explain what you mean by new Oprah for people that may not have seen that episode before.
I will. The new Oprah level of streaming that has been added has created the same ceiling that is in podcasting. And that's my hot take. My thing is this. What I mean by new Oprah is new Oprahs are these content creators that we have these days. I want y'all to imagine me and Terrell say, hey, y'all, next week's Mallory Bros podcast is going to be featuring Ice Cube, right? On the next week podcast, do we say, yo, let's do a weekend recap? My recap, Terrell's recap, Ice Cube's recap. No. Niggas get Ice Cube on their podcast and they say, so Ice Cube, when you wrote Friday, what was that like? And then we got to hear him say, yeah, John, yeah. Who the fuck wants to hear Ice Cube say this again? This is why I say these niggas are new Oprahs. Because what they aim to do is get a star on your show, and now you Oprah. Now you just gonna sit and ask the star, so what do you do? So what do you do? So what do you do? I'm not saying that is all Casanet has done. Casanet is bringing, has a history of bringing stars on the show. The Kevin Hart shit is great. The Drewski shit is great.
Stuff, yeah.
The
sleepover shit with him and Kevin Hart and Drewski was dope.
Yes. I think with Mafiathon 3, y'all, it was the first time that you can kind of tell that Casanet is a part of that run. You got Marlon Wayans on there at the height of his film. The Jonah Brothers was on there for his film. It seemed like everybody's coming up there and they got motion.
Yeah, Mariah Carey announced her album. And then sometimes it just didn't fit. Like when Mariah Carey was up there, I'm like, you got Kai by like 25. It just doesn't feel
like I just saw weird. Kirk Franklin up there doing Stomp. And I'm like, for me, this point, I get it. But like for the youngins, it's like, do they want to see Kirk Franklin? I'd rather see the nigga play Fortnite. But look,
my bad.
This is what I'm gonna say, because it's not about if that content is likable or watchable, because that's up to y'all. My question to you is about the ceiling it could create. With podcasting, y'all, do y'all know what the ceiling is now? Unless somebody finds a way to break out of it. Right now, the ceiling at podcasting is being a new Oprah. You literally being able to have a platform where you're having a consistent level of stars come in and fill the content. Like, when you think about some of your favorite podcasts, ask yourself, are you watching the same people every week, or are you watching this guy with a different person every week? And ask yourself, is that more like a podcast or Oprah? Oprah. These niggas are new Oprahs.
And you think streaming is becoming that.
And I think the bad thing of what Casanet is doing with the Mafiathon is the bigger the stream, the bigger the market, the bigger the opportunity. And instead of it looking like Casanet is saying, I'm creating moments of my own, it looked like you taking advantage now of the platform that is your own, that is Mafiathon. Now you got people saying, hey, Kai, I got a movie coming out. Let me come on your Mafiathon. And guess what? I feel like your viewers can feel that a little bit.
Yes.
But outside of the viewers, as creators, I feel like if I'm an up-and-coming streamer, that's the ceiling. Because that's what you can't get.
The ceiling is now. My stream is as big as who I bring on it, really. And that's something
just like a podcast.
Yes. I have seen people say, man, this joint, and shout out to Kai, obviously, it's working because he's gotten the viewership, right? But it does set a new bar where it's like, okay, the highest level of podcasting is niggas doing interviews. You're right.
Yeah.
The highest level of streaming now is celebrity relationships or
IRL.
Who can I get to pull up?
Yep.
And it's kind of like, that is, I guess it's a dangerous thing too, because I think what a lot of people are getting from Mafiathon isn't even the fact that people are pulling up, is that people are starting to feel like they're being sold stuff when people do pull up. I like the on the radar joints where they having people come up and freestyle.
Yeah.
Because that's cool. But
I love that too, yeah.
Yeah, I think stuff like that is dope. This was the first time I saw people say, it seemed like Kai give a fuck more about people coming up here to promote stuff or everybody coming up here trying to sell their album.
Look, even the on the radar thing, I fuck with Kai and that. But you're not like a music guy. You're not like the music. Everybody watched you to see what you thought about music stuff. So like it does look like opportunity. Okay, we got on the radar today that's normally popping over here. I'ma have that on my thing. And I'ma sit there.
And it's because he does reactions, and he won best hip hop platform hella times because they just thrust streamers into hip hop that are black.
And that's why I'm saying, y'all, I feel like no shade to bruh. It's just when I look down, me and Terrell was talking about like if me and him wanted to get into streaming. And I'm like, if streaming and y'all let us know what y'all think. It seemed like streamers' success comes with their vulnerability and their openness to share with your stream. It don't seem like the biggest streamers in the world, the bigger that they get, like they're getting bigger because that thing they were doing is getting bigger.
Yeah.
It seems like every streamer is thinking every single day like, oh shit, what am I getting ready to do? And I think that's why I told Terrell, streaming don't look like this market of like, this money market.
Yeah. We was thinking like when you look at it, you had them do the prom joint, right? They did a streamer prom. They did did a whole doing the love show. I like the fact that Drewski not streaming, but he's still kind of doing like his own content. Yeah. Like with his, could have been love. Feel how you want to feel about all of Drewski content, but I do like the fact that he just uploading that joint on YouTube or like making his own deals. With the streaming thing, we was talking about how they're trying to do these big ass events, right? Like I just said, streamer prom, all of that, and now we got another Mafia-thon. It just feels like you're gonna get to the point where it's like, what's the next big ass thing you gonna do?
Yeah. What's the next big thing? You gonna say, oh, we got dinosaurs. And then after that, then what?
Then what? That is the scary thing about that.
And this is why I say, like, imagine Marlon Wayans going up to the Breakfast Club to talk about him, right? Like,
I think he did.
He did. And I want y'all to think about the Breakfast Club as a media, like as a how do I say it, Terrell?
What?
Like I want y'all to think about the Breakfast Club's platform. That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm. That platform's chart, if you were to look at their chart, will be very steady. It would be very consistent. It wouldn't be all the way up here, all the way down here, all the way up here, because guess what? They've been doing the same thing, bringing. Currently, I'm working on this celeb for our show. Mm-hmm. With the streamers, their chart would look like this. It would look all over the place because, like, it's not necessarily the platform to go to when you're promoting. It's currently a hot platform. Yes. Imagine, Terrell, you got to promote your shit on American Idol. That shit ain't even on TV no more. But at the time, it was a platform.
Yeah.
Imagine you got to go on the Breakfast Club, which back then when American Idol was still on was a thing. And now is you could come back and say, I'm back on the Breakfast Club. I'm back here. Like, A-Train is hyped because she's so excited for the Drewski, the Kevin Hart episode. And I said, do you see how you excited for what he did already? A-Train didn't say shit about Mariah Carey. She ain't say shit about none of the other stuff. But now that she can see him doing what she loved from him before, it's like she's more excited. That's the only reason why I said
it's almost too like you should lean on what's working.
Lean on what's working for you.
Because you put all of this stuff together for this new one because he probably did feel the pressure that this Mafia-thon got to be way bigger than the next one. So I can't just have niggas come over and we do sleepovers. I got to take it to the next level and bring out this. But sometimes they can work against you.
Yeah.
And honestly, this new generation, Gen Z and beyond, they're going to be the generation, bro, that continues to challenge like all of the mediums and stuff that come and go, bro. Because they don't hold on to bullshit for long. And their attention spans are shorter. And, bro, it's actually not good that this generation is coming up on so much, like, dopamine hits. Even if you, like sometimes when I'm on TikTok and crew stop and watch with me, I know you don't care about nothing that you see here. It's the fact that you're getting a new set of something to focus on people don't get what that's doing to your brain. And we, bro, will sit on our phones forever. I do feel like they're going to be different adults. They're going to look at the world way different than we did.
Bro. Way different.
Just by way of the fact that they growing up, bro. We grew up outside. You have knocked over a tree.
Yeah.
Plenty trees. We used to knock trees over. We used to go and knock a tree down in the woods.
The crazy thing is they gonna have.
They don't have
we always
that
say
dirt.
That, nah, but this the thing. This the only thing, y'all. And we gonna stop saying that. We used to go outside and knock trees down. Guess what, y'all? They still go outside and do that. They are just because guess what? It's trees still outside for them to knock down. But guess what? They are working with iPads and they grew up with iPhones, and that's what you didn't get. They can still go out there and kick in the dirt. And why y'all don't go throw the football? Oh, we doing that,
easy.
We just gonna go in the house and play a virtual version where I'm literally running with the football. This is a Halloween edition course of action. Shout out to everybody who is already working on your Halloween outfits, and if you're not, you need to be working. You need to be working right now. You see the date? You need to put your orders in for your Halloween costume. I tried to tell you.
Did they deliver my?
Otherwise, you're gonna be a bunny again.
I need to go out there and see if I.
Or I'm Jeff.
Y'all know how it is when you walking around that spirit on the last day.
Yeah, you say
it ain't nothing in that joint.
Fucking, I'm gonna just be a construction.
I'm gonna just be the vampire, bro.
You show up with your work uni on. You go trick or treating with your kid, and then one of the candy bars that he has, he takes a bite into, and there's a folded piece of paper that says, "I'll be seeing you soon."
Oh God.
Do you go back and knock on every door?
We going back to every house we came
Or do
from.
you just throw the candy bar away?
We're gonna go back to every house.
I'm gonna go back to every single house.
We can go back to every house, and I'm gonna hold that candy up.
And I'm gonna say,
and I'm just gonna look at everybody's eyes.
I'm gonna look right at you.
I'm looking at everybody's eyes. You gonna spot the motherfucker because you gonna be nervous.
See, that was easy. Okay. You leave your baby with a sitter, right?
Uh-huh.
And when you get back, your babysitter swears that your baby was asleep the whole time. She says Crew was asleep the entire time. He slept like a baby, right? But on the baby monitor footage on the nanny, when y'all go back and check, you see Crew standing in the corner talking to no one for the entire visit.
What?
Like Crew is just standing in the corner, your kid, on camera, talking, looking like he's dealing with something, but you see nothing. When you ask Crew, who are you talking to in your room? He says, the babysitter.
Damn, this some freaky ass shit. I'm gonna have to smoke that babysitter. You got me fucked up.
I'm gonna tell the
I'm not gonna play the Amityville.
I'm not doing
I'm not doing the Conjuring shit. She's gotta go.
She's gotta go. And you know
she's gotta go.
We're gonna invite her back. How do you fire her? You have to bring her back into your house. And when she comes in, she's gonna say, I'm fired. Your kid gonna say,
she gonna activate your kid.
He's doing it again.
Man, you are not, bro.
All right, look, this is another one. This one's a little raunchy. You role playing a Halloween possessed scene with your partner.
I'm the priest trying to
you right over getting ready to whatever, but you got the I'm gonna bless her and take the devil out of her. She's supposed to be doing her shit, right? She starts saying, right before you get whatever, she starts saying some other nigga's name. Give me a name, Terrell.
Shout out to nigga's name DeAndre.
And you say, you pause the whole role play and go, who's DeAndre? And she says, it's the devil. It was the devil. I'm possessed. Like, are you gonna run at the moment? Do you stop the moment, or do you just chalk it up to that was the devil and continue to possess role play?
First of all,
I'm sorry, A-Train, if you say some other nigga's name, the role play is over with. We ain't role playing no more.
And we doing that already. Like, and you supposed to, you can't take it there. Cause hold on, wait, Taz, yeah, no.
How the fuck did DeAndre out of her?
Why would she randomly say another nigga's name? Y'all role playing, bro. That would never happen.
Terrell,
it can't be unrealistic. She would never, unless she was really possessed.
She was possessed. This is a good one. This one going in. Let's let Terrell do his.
Mine is funny. Look, it's the randomest thing ever.
Those are the Halloween ones. We're going to let Terrell get his joint off.
Mine, it has nothing to do with anything. It's just the most random thing. It says you have a wasp nest that's so big you call it exterminator. And the exterminator comes over I'm so sorry. It says you have a wasp nest that's so big you call it exterminator. The exterminator comes over. They say, I'll be back. And whatever. You just stand right over here. You watch them, right? You're across the street from your house. They're at the joint, at your joint. They go over there, right? They spray some stuff. You see them start getting stung, and they're like, help! What do you do? This is a true story.
I'm gonna go over there with the button.
That little bit of smoke ain't gonna do nothing there.
Look, I'm gonna be hit with your hat. Where y'all materials at? Where y'all products at to get
First of all, I'm never gonna be sat across the street, but the lady on the TikTok, bro, the lady on TikTok was funny as shit. She said she had a big ass nest and he was screaming for help, and she was like, I felt helpless. He was getting stung.
All right, Terrell. Look, let's end this with a short NFL recap.
Short NFL recap.
Sure.
It was a crazy week, y'all. I will say, I am a highlights. It's the highlights, bros, for me this week because
y'all think I'm watching every single game?
I spent the whole weekend editing that damn, which is better, and another video, but I literally didn't get to watch no football until I watched the highlights this morning, Monday morning, y'all. So. But I'm caught up. I would say I'm caught up, but I'm not gonna be super detailed and like
And the NFL season, y'all see, it's a stretch now, y'all. It is a stretch. Me and A-Train woke up, bro. I woke up on the West Coast. Shout out my West Coast folks. 6:30 a.m. is kickoff on the West Coast, and you literally stop watching football at 8 o'clock. It's nuts. A-Train literally said it feels like football has been on all day.
Nah, yeah, we got a game.
Cause I had my phone.
Did you peep that? We got a game that was like started at 9.
Bro, yeah, the 9:30
I got the
game.
touchdown alert. I said, what the fuck? Was that in
London? We got the last London game. We got the joint in Madrid. We playing in Madrid. We play the Dolphins at 9:30.
Oh, don't forget the real play tonight. If you're watching this, we probably hopefully beat the Bengals. And if we lost, just know I will be livid if we lose this game.
Why? Y'all should lose.
They got they backup starter out there. Their defense haven't been doing good. This should be a game we should go out there and win. If we go out there and even if it's like 17-17, I'm gonna be pissed.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna take Denver money line. Cause it's funny when you take a money line for your boys' team and they lose. Bitch ass niggas.
People are already hitting me. Shout out to my boy MJ. Hit me and said, "I'm taking the over on your boy. He better." I'm about to tell everybody, just like I tell everybody, do not bet on us. We are not reliable. But hold on, y'all, real quick. Terrence's Commanders went out there. Without Terry, without JD5, I didn't even watch y'all game. I didn't want to watch. I knew y'all was gonna get spanked. Falcons went out there and did that to him. Terrence was talking shit. Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is, Falcons fans, y'all put belts and ass to at least what we had going out there. I think we fought well. I think we had some bright moments. But one thing I do want to shine light on: that boy Michael Penix Jr., however you say his name, was throwing absolute fucking dimes.
20 for 26, 313, 2 TDs and INT.
And let me tell you, them six that they not counting, about 3 or 4 of them were dimes dropped. Dimes that weren't brought in. Bro actually came into the game with a lot of adversity on him. He said some shit people didn't like last week. Well, I gotta throw to the open receivers when they wide open. People are like, no fucking shit, you fucking. But guess what? He came out there and proved it, bro. And I told niggas, Atlanta, people are acting like, y'all lost to Atlanta. I feel like us versus Atlanta with JD5 and Terry, I can talk a little bit more shit. But Bijan was cooking, Drake London cooking, and then Penix is throwing dimes.
I was getting ready to tell you, your father's out on, I just talked to him. He's out on Lattimore. He said, dude, I'd cut him. I said, Daddy, it can't be that bad. I said, Marshawn Lattimore is still a top, what would be considered at the lowest, a top 15.
Somebody said the truest thing where they put Ryan Clark in the Redskin uniform and was like, this is Marshawn. Like, when Ryan Clark came to the Red, it was like, all right, like, even look, you see B-Wag getting cooked. But anyway, look, let's move past them because that was, shout out to the Falcons for winning that game. The other game that I saw to start the day was the Vikings losing. Steelers winning, but the Vikings losing in the most Carson Wentz way. I'm sorry, Vikings. That was a hard watch for me as a person who had Carson Wentz on our team for 2 years.
Damn, yeah.
It's like, and y'all know I had Vikings money line. I did not know, bro. For some reason, I blanked that it was Carson Wentz going back out there today. For some reason, I blanked, and I'm like, why did I put my money on this?
Nah, yeah. And the Steelers are sneaky, bro.
But Steelers went out there and did that. Shout out to Gainwell, man. Steelers fans. Y'all got an RB, man. He had a hell of a game.
I was getting ready to say, I'm seeing Gainwell lighting up the TL.
Bro, he had a hell of a game. It was like, damn, y'all can't stop him. Look, I got Minnesota money line. Like, damn, stop the nigga.
Look, Lions went out there and cleaned up.
The
Eagles went out there and got another W. And let me tell you this.
Jalen Hurts 0 for 8 in the second half with 0 passing yards.
But hold on, wait.
I don't like that.
As a Jalen Hurts hater, I still think he's mid. But this past game, I will say, even kind of the last game, I was hating on him a little bit hard. You know what I'm saying? Not even gonna lie. This is what I do. But I will say, they got to do something different. They have to do something different. But then again,
Terrell, no.
Do they?
No other quarterback in the league.
Losing.
I don't care what y'all say. Look. No other quarterback in the league will get respect for going 0-8 in the second half and not completing a single pass. We are not going to give any quarterback, even when they get the win, the scapegoat for that.
The play calling was this. The wide receivers was running into each other. Did you see, bro? Because
I saw people talking
about their OC being
the story
ass.
in Philly is about their OC being ass, but it's the OC throwing the ball 8 times. So you mean to tell me the OC is the reason why he can't complete a pass in the...
But did you go look at all of that?
Second
Did
half?
you go look at every incomplete pass? I bet you didn't.
Terrell,
You're just looking at that 0 for 8.
No, I didn't. But my thing to Eagles fans, when JD5 goes out there, or Terrell, when Bo Nix, we'll use you since y'all say I use JD5. When Bo Nix
you don't want to do that with me because I hate Bo Nix.
But when Bo Nix goes out there and goes 0 for 8, do you have anybody talking about the system or anything other than the fact that he had a bad game?
Us fans, yeah. But yes,
because look,
you will.
When Jalen Hurts has a great game, we gonna get out there and say, see, look, the nigga had a great game. He's actually a good quarterback, right?
But
when he have a bad game, I think 0 for 8 in the second half is bad, y'all.
Yeah, but it's
that's
absent
a piss poor performance.
But you don't think that's absent context? What if you look at everyone?
No,
like you said, Michael Penix. What if Michael Penix was
deserves no criticism?
Oh no,
we can talk about the OC, but then also, like I said, other teams will say, okay, y'all OC, but then your court, nobody would give. Nobody
you got me on a pro Jalen Hurts side.
I don't think nobody would let other quarterbacks put a 0-8 second half on just the OC without getting some flack.
You have probably had this happen to you with JD5 and
no. JD5's never gone 0 for 8 in the second half.
But I do think that's trash, bro. But I haven't seen it. Once again, I haven't seen the game. All I've been hearing about is that I've been hearing multiple people blame than Jalen Hurts. I'm also a Jalen Hurts hater, so I have other Jalen Hurts haters, and even they were like, the nigga still ass, but they got to get rid of that OC. Not staying on the Eagles too long. Shout out to them for getting another win. The one thing that does not change is these motherfuckers found a way to win. And I thought that Tampa Bay was going to continue their streak of beating Philly, and they didn't.
One thing I'll say, I guess I respect Philly's win.
Do you respect that Giants win over the Chargers? I do.
I respect Philly's win, but Philly had the Buccaneers 24-0, didn't they? It was 24-0, and the Buccaneers climbed all the way back. Y'all didn't even score in the second half.
No, yes.
Or you did score in the second half.
It was, look.
They scored in the second half with the fake tush push to win the game.
It was 24-6 at one point going into the third quarter. The Buccaneers ended up scoring like 19 more points.
But the Eagles
only
coming
scored
out of nowhere
because of the second half, bro. But I have to watch that game before I can indict certain players. Yeah, I will say that. But
Patriots put belt to ass to the Carolina Panthers after the Panthers put belt to ass to the Falcons. So let's stop all of the...
Well, that means y'all are just double ass.
Okay.
What do you think about the Giants beating the Chargers? That was a dope game to watch. I just watched their highlights a little bit.
I like Jackson Dart, and I like his Selly. I like his Selly, bro. And like
the Scatterbo dude.
Yeah.
I like him. For them.
I like him. I like what the Giants got going on. Giants going out there and beating the Chargers. Let y'all know I told y'all that the NFC East is the scariest division in football. Look at what the Cowboys did to the Packers last night. I had Cowboys money line at plus 265. I almost cashed that. The Cowboys,
that was a crazy game.
Commanders, Eagles, you don't want to play none of them. Because look at what the Giants just did to the Chargers.
Y'all not scary.
You know what I was going to say,
Y'all not scary. The Eagles are scary because you can't beat the Eagles.
Neighbors gone for the year.
We play the Eagles after we play this. So
You heard?
Neighbors gone for the year was bad, bro.
That was bad.
That hurt me.
That was bad.
That hurt to see.
Because I've been seeing bro everywhere. I definitely want to.
And you know what, Terrence? It's the turf. You see OBJ was talking about it. It's the turf, bro.
It's the turf.
Like, one day the league will give a fuck that they're losing star power every year by that, too. You're not just losing a player, you're using star power, you're using money.
Bills go out there and beat the Saints. I think the Bills had the upper hand for the most of the game. The Saints, 0-10 with Spencer Rattler as the starter. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Time for a change.
My dad loves the dude because he watched him in college. Saints fans, I don't know much. Y'all leave y'all say what y'all think. But if you ask me,
I didn't get to watch the Rams and Colts.
I actually watched that game. Shout out my guy Cam Curl, the Rams defense.
I did actually see Cam Curl get his interception, though. I said former
Redskin, man. I don't know about y'all, but I like the Rams. And I feel like the Colts is a gritty team to go up against. They'll fuck around and put 40
the Colts,
on you.
yes, the Colts. We was just singing Daniel Jones' praises.
Yes, bro.
Did you get to watch the Jacksonville-San Francisco game or highlights? Because I didn't get to see them yet. Me and Dad were just saying, damn, we missed this one. So
I didn't get to see the highlights, but I had San Francisco money line thinking
damn. Well, let's just do this, T.
Of whatever, but didn't.
I think the worst experience right now, you know how you could be like, damn, I would hate to be a fan of X right now just because it's rough out here for y'all. The fucking Ravens. Being a Lamar fan right now is rough, y'all. That loss to the Chiefs not only was a bad loss, but it was a bad loss on Lamar.
I had Ravens money line. Y'all lost a lot of money this weekend. I had Ravens money line, Dallas money line, and San Francisco money line, and Vikings money line. All of my money lines didn't cash, and I had Dallas.
You know what? You know what they say? They say everybody can beat Pat Mahomes until it's time to beat Pat Mahomes.
Man, yes.
And another situation where this Ravens team, bro, I can't help y'all as a pro Lamar guy. I'm not about to rap on Lamar.
No, you good. Because I got something to say about the Ravens.
And you know what? Derrick Henry pissed me off the last few weeks. But it's getting harder and harder and harder to make excuses for Lamar, right? And you don't want to give the QB everything, right? It's a team sport. It's not all on Lamar. I get it, y'all. But damn, he got the best running back. Damn, they went the whole offseason saying, we got such and such first round. We got all these X round picks on defense. Kyle Hamilton, Humphreys. Like, we watching these niggas get burnt bad. Like,
we watching these niggas get beat.
And then, so not only do you got to deal with that, but then on offense, like,
Lamar,
you need these wins for your guy. You need wins for your QB, and y'all don't look good. The Ravens are starting to look less like, damn, they didn't win this game, to like, y'all might need to, like, the ship might be going down real quick, y'all.
I was just about to say that both the Chiefs and the Raiders both the Chiefs and Ravens we've looked at as like big dogs for so long that I do kind of feel like, it's totally possible for them to be kind of mid this year, especially the Ravens. The Ravens could 100% be mid as fuck. Like, last year was low-key a back-breaking year. Yes. Low-key. Like, make it or break it, and then you know how it's like, okay, the next year, they were good, but then the next year.
And you're talking about
I'm talking about the Ravens. I'm talking about last year. Like, low-key, I feel like the Ravens year was low-key last year.
I do. I feel like it could be. Yeah, I feel like last year was the year. The same way I feel like the Bengals year was the year they went to the Super Bowl. Nobody will give me credit for it, T. But do you remember on the podcast when I said, Terrence, when they can't afford to pay Jamar Chase like a rookie, Joe Burrow like a rookie, keep Mixon happy, keep T. Higgins, keep this motherfucker, and it just goes down to Burrow and Chase and supporting cast, they're not going to have the same late to the Super Bowl run. So this might be it. And niggas was like, nah, they're going to be able to figure out how to keep everybody. But we watched Mixon leave. They still got T. Higgins and Chase, but like, that team is not the same team from 2020 or 20 whatever that went to the Super Bowl. So sometimes your moment is your moment. You know who might also have that, Terrence? Your Washington Commanders, boy. Y'all last year might have been it. I don't see y'all, Terrence, realistically, and I guess I got to wait for JD5 to come back, and I'm not trying to make this about y'all.
I'll say this, y'all. I feel like Atlanta played a beautiful game against our backup quarterback, and we still put up a fight against them niggas. Green Bay game against Dallas, I swore Dallas was going to upset. But it just goes to show that Green Bay Dallas always lives up to expectations. I want to give a shout out to the Cowboys for even putting on that type of show, because having y'all at plus 65, I felt like was complete bullshit. Shout out to anybody who took the spread.
Yeah. Shout out to the Bears for getting their second win. I'm not too sure how they got that win. I didn't get to watch our game, but like, Shout out to the Bears fan. Y'all got a W this weekend.
Trust me, I got people.
Texans.
I got people telling me that the Bears are better than me. The Texans went out there and put belt the ass to the Titans. Did you see what Cam Ward said?
Yeah.
At this point, we asked.
Yeah.
So we need to get it together. We need to work harder.
Yeah, Brody.
He kind of seemed like I actually really like him though.
I do really like him too.
To me, he's my favorite.
I do really like him. And then just to wrap, bro, I will say Pat Mahomes went out there and 274 pass T. And then when you look at his gameplay, just go look at the highlights, bro.
Pat Mahomes.
Every touchdown, you be like, damn.
We watched that game. We watched that game at A-Train's father's house. And it was one of those things where we having this talk, but I'm like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, hey, look, last thing we want to say, shout out to everybody that's joined the Realest 9 on Patreon. And you was with us last night to watch The Which Is Better. We got more coming.
Yes, we do.
Tune in for Music Mondays. We got something dropping every Monday, y'all. Come on, Realest 9,
yes, sir.
Mondays.
Music Mondays. If you're a fan of what we do on YouTube, if you're a fan of the music content we got on that if you're a fan of Mallory Bros for listening to music, tap in with us every Monday, man, for content. Big shout out, stay tuned for something special dropping Friday, something new on Patreon as well. If you're not tapped in, tap in. And if you haven't seen that, Which Is Better, definitely watch that. Big shout out to everybody in what, T?
Western Kentucky, baby. Bowling Green. Picador.
Purdue. Damn, what is it? Paducah?
Paducah.
No, it rhymes with bazooka. Paducah. Shout out to everybody in Paducah, Bowling Green, Owensboro, man, Hopkinsville, Elizabethtown. Love to Kentucky. They was big in the comments. Did you see them in the comments?
No.
Kentucky, this our episode.
It's us.
Shout out to y'all,
Let's
man.
get it, man. Let's
Say
get
anything before we go?
All I'm going to say is, everybody, I don't know. Terrell gave me the floor, so I'm going to just take it. Shout out to you. Keep living the right way. And nobody can tell you nothing when you live in that right way.
Man, that's right, man. Practice. Cry a little bit if you need to. Take your vitamin C, man. We live and we learn. Until next time.
What a time to be Realest 9.